Over?
Over.
Jumbo Wilson, Simba 1 is entering the Ituri Forest. Over.
Keep your eyes open and drive carefully. You should see lots of animals.
Now we do have to look more carefully in a forest usually, but over on the right, that's an okapi. Now when I first saw them, I thought they were related to the zebra because of the stripes, but it actually turns out they're the only known relative to the giraffe, and they are actually a very shy and reclusive animal, so it's a treat they're walking around like that. But up on the hill over on the left, hanging out, are some yellow-billed storks. You usually see them in pretty small groups, and they eat fish, frogs, snakes, but they have been known on certain occasions to eat other small birds. Let's see if anyone's stopping by the old watering hole for a drink. I'll be honest, I'm really looking for a black rhino around here because there aren't that many left. We are down to about 4,200 remaining, mainly because of the poaching going on for their horns. But the horns are not valuable. They're actually right next to that little island there. Now when you see an adult hippo moving through the water, they're not really swimming. They don't need to. They can just walk along the bottom of the water to get around, or the bottom of the river, excuse me. But on this island, these are pink-backed pelicans. Now you'll usually find them in the trees because that's where they like to build their nest.
Kind of cute.
Now hippos do tend to be rather territorial animals. If you ever see one open up its jaws really wide, it kind of looks like a yawn. It's a threat. They're telling whatever's getting too close, it needs to back off. Now there is another resident of the river up ahead. Usually on both sides of this bridge is where we can see the Nile crocodile, whose jaws can crush 1,200 pounds per square inch. And they're about 20 feet long. Well guys, we need to stay seated at all times, please. They are larger and they're more aggressive than the American alligator.
That's so funny. There's even a baby one.
I think they make great hair too. And a handbag.
It's the wild Africa we're trying to keep preserved for the animals. Now over on the right there, guys, right on the other side of those trees, I think that's a giraffe's head that's sticking out up above it. We'll see if we can get a little bit closer. We try to be, respectful to the animals. We don't call out to them like they're our pets or try to touch them, but they know we're not going to bother them, so kind of hanging out in the grasses over on the left here are some Patterson eland, or a Patterson eland. These guys are big. They're 2,000 pounds, so they're the largest antelope in the reserve. Now the wildebeest, they kind of grunt while they migrate, so that's how they got their rather unusual nickname, the GNU. G-N-U, kind of mimics the sound that they're making.
What is it called?
Now the other animals coming up are kind of far off to over the right. They're up on the hill. They're kind of right by the tree line. Those are sable antelope, and they're the mascot.
What is your location? Over.
We're pretty close to Monkey Point, Wilson. What's wrong?
Keep your eyes open for me. We picked up a baby elephant that was wandering outside.
Uh-oh.
I'm afraid Coach's baby is a reserve.
All right, we will definitely be on the lookout, and if we notice anything unusual or out of place, we will certainly let you know. Hopefully all we see over on the left here are some mandrills. That's how I got the name Monkey Point. They have beautiful red and blue faces. So mandrills are the most colorful monkey in Africa. Usually they're just kind of back behind the trees over there, just looking for a shaded spot. There's a couple hiding in the trees over there. Oh, but look over on the right, guys. That is a bull elephant at about 13,000 pounds. But let me see if I can maybe get us anything on the radio station out here.
Lily, say hi.
Well, this was the road that we would take to get to the red clay pits. I guess the rains washed it away, but got a great photo opportunity instead. I'm sure there's a shortcut up here. There better be.
To the elephant. Oh, you missed it, Lily.
To the right, everyone. Whoa. All right, I will take the heads and get on out of here. I don't want to wait for that to happen again. I didn't really like that shortcut, but it worked. Here we are at the red clay pits. We're on both sides of the truck. You should see a lot of tusk marks. Elephants believe it or not, they eat this stuff. It gives them the minerals and nutrients that they really are just lacking in their diet. So it's the same reason why we take a vitamin. But there were a lot of footprints back there, so I hope they haven't moved on. Let's see if they're up ahead. Oh, I see another one up ahead there. Now every single one of them grows that ivory. So every single one of them, unfortunately, is a target for poachers. And the main concern with the elephant is that it's not like a wildebeest that can walk and run within about 10 to 15 minutes. Their childhood is more like ours. Yeah, see how they're throwing all this stuff up onto their back? That comes from, they do get sunburned a lot of times, so they just throw the dirt and mud up there to kind of protect their skin. But they'll really, on a really hot day, they usually flap their ears off and on. See, the greater flamingo here at Flamingo Island, they get that pretty pink color because of what they're eating. It's usually a lot of brine shrimp and sea creatures that are high in keratin, so it builds up in the feathers, but not that much. It's kind of an ironic name. Greater flamingos are the least pink of all the flamingos.
Excuse me.
Go 0 to 45 in 2 seconds, then all the way up to 70 miles an hour. But they often overheat kind of easily when they go out running that fast, so they're usually in the more kind of shaded area, just cooling down and resting. After all, of the big cats, cheetahs are the ones that are most likely to do their hunting during the daytime. Peckish. Okay, we're back on the move, everyone. Please stay seated.
Wow.
Now let's get around on the other side of that lion there and see if he's hanging around. He usually doesn't do a whole lot. He spends about 20 hours out of the day resting. Oh, there's another ostrich, guys, over on the right here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's some more. Oh, and the male, they have the black feathers, the males. The females are the kind of this rusty brown gray color. But there they are, guys. Now, they're both up there. The females on this side, too. And they hunt more in the nighttime because they have exceptional night vision. It's 6 times better than ours.
Can we stop?
Can we stop?
Can we stop?
I want to jump out and fight him.
Now over here on the left, I can see land. No worries, Wilson. We'll try to be over there in a few moments. But these geysers might slow us down a little here because I don't want to get you soaking wet. So let me slow things down a little bit. There we go. It's around the corner for us. More geysers. Great. All right, we'll have to go. Let's just get out of here. Oh, Wilson, looks like we found the poacher's camp. There's lots of ivory everywhere and horns, but there's no one actually here.
Not to worry. You dropped them right into my patrol.
Well, that's great, but did you actually catch them and stop them all?
The bad guys, Lily. We gotta go get the bad guys.
Thanks to you, they are now both safe. Authorities are now everywhere.
Not a problem, Wilson. Thank you, too. Good job.
I have to go now. We have to get this baby elephant back to his father.
All right, well, good luck with that, Wilson. And Asante Sana, or thank you, everyone. With your help, we ran those poachers out of here so Wilson can take that baby back to its mother. But we did get a little turned around when we chased after him. So instead of a 2-week safari, I'm going to have to drop you off at the warden's post, which actually is right up ahead. So just make sure you have your belongings with you. Double check the net bags. I don't want to take off with your stuff. And also check the seat around you guys, because sometimes with those bumps, things get worked out of the pockets.